Do you want to know how to crochet this cool pattern? It's like a checkerboard pattern. And it's good for a baby blanket. It's good for any real project, and it doesn't really matter. The pattern's pretty easy. I call it a checkerboard. I'm not sure what the professional term for the pattern is, but I can teach you how to do it. So here we go. So to start this tutorial, I am using a 3.5 hook. And what we're going to do is we are going to do a slip knot, and then we are going to chain in multiples of 3. So however you want your blanket to be, just make sure that it's in multiples of 3. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so once you finish your chain, what you're going to do is you're going to go into the 4th stitch from the hook, and we're going to do a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do a double crochet. And you're going to go into the next stitch and do a double crochet. You're going to go into the next stitch and do a double crochet. Okay, so we've chained 4, and now what we're going to do is we're going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th stitch we're going to put a double crochet. Okay. And in the stitch next to it, we're going to put a double crochet. In the next stitch, we're going to put a double crochet. In the next stitch, we're going to put a double crochet. And then we are going to chain 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the 5th stitch, we're going to put a double crochet. Put another double crochet in the next stitch. Another double crochet in the next stitch. Another double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and so you'll have 4 total. Now you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the 5th stitch, we're going to put a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to put a double crochet right in here. We're going to put a double crochet in the next stitch. And this is very much, you have to trust the process, okay? It's going to look wonky, but I promise it's going to look pretty in the end. Okay, so. Okay. And this is what we're looking like, okay? So we are going to chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we are going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th stitch here, we are going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Okay, so we ended on 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we are going to chain up 5, but we are going to switch the color. So I am going to use this fun color here. So I am going to pull this through here. Okay, chain up. And we're chaining up 5. So that's 1 there. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And now this is where it gets a little tricky. Okay. So from here, you are going to put a double crochet in the first stitch in the first column. So you see how there's 4 double crochets right here. right at the bottom is where we skipped, okay? We skipped 4. So you're gonna put a double crochet right in there, okay? So we're gonna come down here and find the first stitch and put a double crochet in it, okay? Again, I know it seems weird, but you gotta trust the process. Put another double crochet, another double crochet, oops, try not to do that, okay? Another double crochet right in here, there we go. And then there's one more stitch right there, so we got to put another double crochet. It's right in here. Okay. Now chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do the same thing in this one. Okay. So we go here and we find the first stitch and we put a double crochet right in the first stitch. Again, it might be difficult because you got to find the stitch and it's hard to hold it. And sometimes when we do our first chain, we're a little tight on our stitches and it could be difficult. But again, the end process is going to be beautiful. So just take your time. And this is the hardest part, is getting this foundation done. Once you do that, it's super easy. Okay. So the next stitch. Okay. The next stitch. The next stitch. And it's right here, so you got to be careful that you don't miss it. Okay. Okay, and so this is what we're looking at. I'm going to meet you at the end. Okay, so now we are at the end, and I wanted to make sure that I told you what to do. So from here, you chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to do a single crochet right in here. Okay, so we got a single crochet. Okay, and then I'm adding a new color. So in order to add a new color to this, I'm going to pull it through here. Okay, and I'm going to chain up our normal, and we're going to chain up 4 because we have the chain of the, let's see, the first one here. So we're going to chain up 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to turn this. Okay. And now what we're going to do is the same thing, except we're going to do it in these 4 chains. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put a double crochet in each one of these. Let's do the first one together, and then you guys can go about your business and we'll meet up at the end. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is what we're looking like, just so you can see. See? So it's going to look really cool. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so here is what we're looking at. So this is the tutorial, and you guys can change out the colors. Obviously, it'll keep going. So it will look like this throughout. You won't have a hole here. There'll be color in there. So keep that in mind. This is just a tutorial to show you what it's going to look like. As always, let me know if you have any questions.